Welcome back to the President's Cup 9-hole cup expert division qualifying round hole number 3. Here we're going to be sending it down the fairway with a Zerk, basically laying up for an easy eagle. Even in this wind angle, even with a season 49 P5 wind 0 top spin boost 4 and an APOC 8, I still didn't get far enough down there to give myself a reasonable chance at the drop. So I'm just gonna recommend that just play this with a Zerk. The only way I would use a boost ball here is maybe if I had APOC 5 uh, and a low level cat, then maybe I might try and play a little bit of boost just to make the easy eagle, a little easier. Because with the APOC 5, you might have to lay up short of the rough. But I did test this with APOC 5 topspin and a Zerk, and with my cat and max topspin. Now I have cat 7. I was able to double bounce, rough bump, and roll out to just short of the green for an easy end bringer. So you can still do it with APOC 5 and Zerk. You just need a bunch of topspin on your approach shot. So just keep that in mind. I'll show you both drives here. So max top spin, whatever your club has, plus 1 left spin. Push all the way to max extension and then center the tip of your ball guide in the fairway. P5 plus 10% max is the adjustment. Push back to max. Full overpower, no curl. Do your best to hit perfect. Pretty forgiving fairway here, so double greats have been safe. Now, if you hit good and you got an APOC 5, you might not be safe, right? But for what we're doing, this one's pretty safe. There's 2 ways to play the approach shot. You can either bounce over the rough straight at the green, depending on your drive distance, or you can double bounce rough bump, where the second bounce clips the rough and rolls out. If you have, like, that's for a shorter drive, like maybe APOC 5 drive. If you have to play that one, you're not going to get all the way to the green, even with max top spin. Just make sure that your second bounce is well into the rough, because you're going to get wind pushed forward, and you don't want to miss the rough with the second bounce if you have max top spin on your wood, right? So just keep that in mind. I played both of these because both of these were long enough for me to play the bounce over shot. So that's what I'm going to play here. I'm using 2 left spin. You'll see what I adjust this one at 15% max club. So what I'm doing is I'm setting up at max extension, releasing, adjusting, not pushing up, and then playing a full overpower shot, right? Wait, okay, so this is my offset that I end up going with. 1 second. This is the offset that I go with down here. Well, it's a little late. So this one is going to come up short over here on the left. It's not letting me click on the picture, of course. You see, I was set up a little bit shorter with the tip of my ball guide. On the shot on the left, I only had the tip of the ball guide maybe 3 squares in. And you see I come up just a little bit short, but the line looks pretty good. And that was with a great left on the approach. So I was the first shot I played. This is the second one. So I put the tip of the ball guide a little bit further into the hole or into the green. This is about right as far as speed goes if you're playing it this way, right? At max extension with 2 left spin. You know, my tip of my ball guide is 1, 2, 3, 4, roughly 5 dark green rows up. If you, I don't know if you can see that. There's 1, there's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, I do hit this one perfect, and I miss it to the right. So even with this offset where I'm pointing, basically the tip of my ball guide is touching the line left of the hole. What I would tell you is based off of the results on this shot, I would have the tip of my ball guide splitting this dark column left of the pin, right? So I would move over roughly 1 square to the left with this setup. But I release it, adjust, P5 plus 15% max. You don't really want to go any more than that because then you risk pulling into the bunker or, you know, bringing the bunker into play. And we don't really want to bring that bunker into play. We're looking for easy eagle, worst case scenario, right? With a slight chance at a drop. So you'll see here, I missed, what, 3 squares right? So just keep that in mind. With your offset, either add a little bit of left curl or offset a little bit further to the left. You can add more elevation, but if you do add more elevation, it's going to change the offset. And like I said, it'll bring you closer to that bunker. So be careful. But we're looking for an easy eagle. And even with an APOC 5, you can still get it. If you play the double bounce rough bump, you need full top spin. Like I said earlier, make sure that your second bounce is well into the rough. There's plenty of room between the fairway on top and the second bounce because you're going to get wind push forward and you don't want that second bounce to miss the rough. And if you play that shot, then I would play that shot at P5 plus 10% at slider. And then the bounce up, I play P5 plus 15% at slider. So easy eagle. No big deal. Good luck. Hope you get the drop. And we'll see you on the next hole.